Hello and welcome to the No Fame podcast Null, Sure, a modern D&D 5e campaign set in a semi-fictional homebrew setting. I'm your average, everyday, regular dungeon master, Justin Crane. If you don't get that joke, it's because we haven't released that show yet. Why would I reference it? Who knows? I, as per usual, am joined by some of my lovely friends. In no particular order, we've got Sinéad, Marguerite.
Hello.
We've got Matt Hidgon.
Hi, now.
We've got Patrick O'Reilly.
Hello.
Certainly last, and certainly not least, we've got Tom Pickup.
Hello.
Guys, if you're watching this, it hasn't been as long for you as it's been for us between the last episode and this episode. Maybe you can tell by how we all look after 2 more months living in a pandemic. Without further ado, we're going to dive right in to the next episode of Null, Sure. Guys, last session, oh my lord, what a session it was. Not only were we introduced to all of our lovely players, we also met Lawrence, who apparently is just in for the trip, and I almost forgot he existed, and I had to make a token and a character sheet for him today. Which is fucking great.
How could you forget about Lawrence?
Yes. I was sitting here and I was just like, oh fuck, fucking Lawrence is in this game.
Look at that character development.
Yeah. Last game, you guys kind of all, in some manner, were asked to go to this town hall meeting, or kind of just stumbled across it on a road trip where you found some flyers in the back of a pub known as the Misplaced Dinghy. You guys, you all attend this town hall meeting where it is made obvious and apparent that something's kind of being held back from the residents, and that the mayor and the police chief knew Miss Catherine Bell, the local librarian, has been missing for more than what they've let on. Excuse me. They've told everyone, they were telling everyone it's been a day, but they've known about it for a few days, as it turns out, that she has been missing. You guys go about your town hall meeting. Some of you had to go to your inn that you're staying at and perform for your stay. Kane? I think I called him Kane. Old Kane Roberts, I think. I should have this somewhere. I'm sure I do. Old Kane Roberts was happy with the performance from Glomin and Lawrence as they rocked out to an audience of 2, just the girl who works the counter and Kane in a wheelchair, chilling out as Glomin and Lawrence went wild. You guys eventually afterwards made your way to your designated area as a little team to try to search the forest for Catherine Bell. There were 7 teams in general. Some of them might have gotten poisoned from high-fiving Glomin on the way into a town hall meeting. Which was just a perfect moment. But not only that, most of you at this time realize that your little tag-along bud Glomin there was a frog person, and not just some sketchy dude with a hoodie who loves breakdancing. With this realization, some of you tried to weaponize this feature, and some of you were like, why are we wasting time talking about this when there's a girl missing in the forest? And so you all decided to probably get on with business and try to locate Mrs. Catherine Bell. And that's where we pick up, guys. It's the evening of the same day you all got together. You all picked up some supplies, did what you needed to do, and have begun walking into the Gloomwood National Forest. It's very obvious why this forest has the name that it has. The trees are absolutely massive. They're on par with like a redwood size tree, but a lot closer, and the brush is a lot thicker here. And the shadows just kind of stick almost to the ground. Really kind of makes it a little bit difficult to navigate unless you have, obviously, some trackers, which you do, or some form of light, which you probably also do. But yeah, it's the sun. The sun somewhere behind you is kind of starting to go down, and the shadows are getting a little bit longer, and the gloominess of the forest is kind of setting in with this little chill you get when you kind of start making your way into the woods, that kind of satisfying cold that you feel. What are you guys doing? What's the game plan? Oh, I should say, sorry, Xander, our boy, our rogue, using his drone, DJ drone, found 2 sources of light with a natural 20 perception check last time we played. One source of light was far to the north, which is kind of the direction you're going, which is nice. But a second light, a faint glow, he could see to the east of your location, which isn't in your designated search area. But yeah, with that, guys, what are you guys doing? What's the plan here?
Well, should we go to the forest?
We're in the forest now, right? Ben just spent some time telling everybody to be mindful of the deer.
Deer wolf, I wrote in really large letters.
Oh, fuck, I forgot about the deer wolf. Shit. That would have...
I can't stress this enough. Be careful around the deer. Don't attack the deer, but be careful.
I think the deer wolf was a deer that's a werewolf, right? I think that was what it was. It's a deer that turns into a wolf.
Well, Ben was just saying that the...
I didn't write any clarifying
statements.
statements.
Savages.
It's a dire wolf, but spelled D-I-E-R wolf.
Oh my god.
Dio.
All right. Okay, so this is we're in the woods now. I can't stress this enough about the deer, but we do need to find Catherine. The last person that went missing, guys, was also a friend of mine, the librarian, and Catherine also is a librarian. I don't know if they have some incredibly secret book club that I don't know about, and they're playing a very long game, but we need to find this girl, because it can't be a coincidence that the only 2 people that go missing in this town in 4 years are both librarians.
Why are we searching the woods? Maybe we should search the library.
I would imagine police already did that.
But do you trust?
I'll remind you guys
No.
that her car was found on the side of the forest, on the side of the road near the forest. That's why.
And that's the area we're in now, correct? No.
Yeah, like all the teams are spread along this road, and you're doing like a forward march.
Right. So we are we now at the edge of the furthest point that this line has made?
You guys are the last team in the line. Is that what you're asking?
Okay, so how's the search going? Is it like a single line of everybody kind of like making their way through? Or is it like there's a line going and then another line behind that to make sure that they're catching everything?
You guys are, the Rangers did like a sweep, but you guys are kind of now going in after, or not the Rangers, sorry, the police force that they called in did a sweep, but you guys are all in a line marching from south to north. All the teams are going from the edge of the forest north. The mountain is pretty far to your west.
Okay, I was about to say, where are we in relation to Beacon Mountain?
Yeah, so you guys are east of the mountain heading north. So the mountain again, the mountain, sorry, will be to your left.
To our westward.
Yep.
All right.
Could I get the exact cardinal direction, please?
It's as the seagull flies. The McDonald's.
All right. Are we close? Are we close? How far are we from Eastgrave Mines?
The Eastgrave Mines is probably like, if you were to go through the woods, it's probably like 2-hour, 3-hour walk.
So are we about equidistant from Beacon Mountain and Eastgrave?
More or less, yeah.
Okay, all right, and we're just kind of like we're going down through the middle of that.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I say we just start moving forward. I'm going to take out my hunting rifle. I'm going to stick my sidearm to my side. I'm going to put on my vest, and
just
I'm going to, grab my what was an oar, but now when I pull it out of the back, it kind of like sticks into the ground. It's just like a hiking stick. And we're like, all right, I guess we move forward from here, and I'll start walking straight, and I'll do like a survival check or something to try and track.
For those who are kind of taking the lead, you can do nature survival. If anyone else has any other ideas that they want to try or any other plans in mind,
I would like to make a battle boats check.
Make a battle boats check. Don't forget your wild die, everyone. Sorry, Tom. We've played a lot of Savage Worlds.
Can I retroactively say that I brought Rowdy with me?
You stopped at your house, so yeah, it's feasible that you can have Rowdy with you.
Okay. Out of the back of my my Chevy Trailblazer, taking up the entire back seat, comes a near 200-pound black, gray, and brown matted Irish wolfhound. He more or less kind of like stands. Ben's pushing 6'3", and it's like he like looks. He's like at his chest. And I'll just give him little scritches, and I'm going to kind of send him on ahead of me. And he also
taller than Glomin. Glomin, you look at this massive dog, you're like...
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, there we go. Glomin. So, yeah, Rowdy would have instinctually kind of like looked at Glomin as if he wanted to kind of like sniff and lick, but he very quickly just kind of like... gives him the side and then kind of looks back at me. So yeah, he'll go do his thing. So yeah, that's what Ben's doing. Ben and Rowdy are making their way in the line. I guess if we're doing like a flying V formation, then making our way.
I was thinking
if we're doing
I didn't want to say it.
If we're doing a flying V formation, Ben and Rowdy will be way off in the front, but Ben will be at the point of it.
Cool.
Anne is not in her element, so I'm going to say she just has a flashlight out. She's following. whoever's doing
Oh, yeah,
whatever.
yep.
It's pretty gloomy,
Ben's got a
and
light out as well.
night is coming on, so it's going to get pretty difficult for most of you.
Wait, I have a question.
Yes.
DM.
Hello.
Actually, or Glomin. Does Glomin have night vision?
Good question. No.
He does not.
Awesome. None of us have dark vision. That's great.
Can
I have a flashlight.
Same.
What's that, Clement?
Glomin will cast Unseen Servant,
Oh.
and so I can cover more distance if I've got a little, slave. Assistant.
Grim.
Assistant. I should say assistant. Yeah, let's not use that word.
One, of course, Glomin has unseen servant, and two, of course, he would call it his slave.
Lawrence is like, you can see me,
This
man.
doesn't
I'm
even have
not
a
here.
name.
What are you talking about, unseen?
Slave.
Don't call me a servant.
Slave 1, Slave 2.
You guys like hear like a oh, they went down the wrong pipe. Oh, anyone want to hit off of this? Anyone at all? Hey, Glomin. Hey, yeah.
Yeah, Lawrence.
All right.
Wait,
Oh, God.
was that a bog or
I'm trying not to react to the fact that Lawrence is still here.
Lawrence just lit up a joint.
Ed will
He's gonna
nonchalantly
find us.
take a hit.
Oh, yeah, man. Go wild. Grow my own out of the back of my truck. I got like a little bed in my truck that I can.
Fuck. All right, that's enough of that then. I will follow along behind Ben, and I will give him advantage on. I will assist him and give him advantage on his elbows check.
My survival checks.
Survival. There it is.
All right. Awesome.
Astrogation.
So yeah, Rowdy's. Can Rowdy make a perception check and I make a survival check?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Anne, I know you have your flashlight out, so give me a perception check as well, Anne.
Okay.
Glomin, you've now got an unseen servant, so what can they communicate with you? Let me see.
Oh,
I'm just reading it as well.
Oh, yeah.
I know they can lift like 10 pounds. They're simple tasks. That's great. I'm going to say you can just communicate magically. Why not? I don't think it specifies.
Tell it what to do.
Yeah, so you can like either just kind of mentally be like, hey, go do this thing or whatever. Whatever.
Yeah. He
I got
will
an
join the
8.
line.
8. Brutal. I think you need to bake that dice a little bit.
Rowdy.
That was what I
Rowdy
bought.
and Ben.
Oh,
both
good.
got
That's
16s.
good. That's good news.
Nice.
Sorry, what was that, Ben?
Both Ben and Rowdy got 16s on their respective checks.
16s. That's great. 8 16s. Yeah, Glomin, sorry. What are you looking around, or are you just kind of?
Oh yeah. All me, Lawrence, and my servant are all in a line together, searching.
I love it. Lawrence keeps accidentally hitting like the invisible servant, and he's like, "Oh man, I think this forest is haunted, y'all. I think there's something out here. Do we have a priest? Should we go get a priest?"
We'll put it on the list. We'll get a priest
Oh man,
later.
we need to. I'm gonna roll on the map
Yeah.
for Lawrence for perception. I think I am. Yeah, I did. Oh, damn, Lawrence. 17 total, I think.
Oh my god, does he find a priest? Or
He did pretty good. It didn't show up for you guys, and I don't know why, and I don't care enough to figure it out right now. Oh, I think I know why. Anyway, Yeah, Lawrence did 17. Pretty good. Glomin, do you want to roll perception as well?
Yes, I would love to.
I'll say advantage because you got your little unseen servant.
Oh, I got 21 for perception.
Amazing. Yeah, most of you did really well with that. Here's what I will do, because any good D&D game has a random roll table. Would you guys rather I roll with advantage because you did well, or do you just want me to roll once and you guys deal with the option you get?
Once.
Deal with it.
Once.
I'm gonna roll.
Yeah, just once.
I got a 2. I'm off to a roaring start. It's a D20 table, by the way, and a 2 is obviously fucking goddamn my dice. Oh fuck! This is instantly brutal. You guys are anyone that Anne. I'm gonna say Anne didn't pass with an 8 with that check. Don't worry, it's not going to be like instantly a bad thing potentially, but you guys kind of the natural sunlight is kind of going down. The clouds are hanging heavy when you can kind of see them through the thick ceiling of the forest, and you guys are kind of searching and trudging along through the thick brush. There's no beaten trails here. It's just kind of like unkempt forest. You know what I mean? You guys are like kind of making your way for an hour, 2 hours, without really seeing anything of note. And I need everyone to make a DC. I'm not going to say that number. I should not read my notes that literally. I need everyone to make a con saving throw. So make a Constitution saving throw, everyone. Anyone who got above 15, basically do it with advantage. Oh, did you roll a nat 1?
Fucking damn it. I didn't, but I rolled a nat 2.
What
However,
if I,
it's
just
con,
assist
right?
Con, yeah.
I assumed that because you assisted, you shared in the success.
Yeah, Patrick, I'll say that, yeah, that makes sense.
So advantage?
Yes. Oh, I gotta make one for Lawrence.
Oh, one better. 14.
Lawrence did really well. Oh, Lawrence did pretty good.
Fuck Lawrence and his fucking bog water weed.
Maybe I should just say I'm rolling for Lawrence, because I only roll well when I announce that it's for Lawrence. Ben, what did you get? Sorry? Ben?
14.
Oh, 14. Tom, what did you get?
20.
Or Glomin?
Oh, wait, no, Ben got a 20.
Oh, 20. Beautiful. Sorry, what was the total for Anne?
6.
6. And kind of like you said, you're outside of your element. You have 1 point of exhaustion.
Good. Excellent.
It's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
Not the end of the world. Yeah, you guys haven't really found anything of note as you're kind of trekking through. Glomin, your unseen servant, kind of like you hear like you feel a puff of wind, and then you swipe that area, and they've dissipated. They've gone. The shadows are kind of hanging a bit heavier now, and every now and then you hear like something like snapping in the distance. You all like look in that direction and like kind of put out your flashlights, and then you don't really see much of anything, and then you just kind of keep trudging through. How about this? Everyone give me another. Let's all do a either survival or nature, and whoever gets the highest can roll the next chart.
Okay. You said it could be survival?
Yes. Yeah.
22, baby.
Damn. Yes.
9.
A 9.
That's a big old 13 for Ben.
Nice.
And a 20 for Glomin.
20 for Glomin. Oh, wait. I'm rolling for Lawrence. I didn't mean to roll advantage. I won't look at one of them. Lawrence did pretty good. Not the highest, though. Lawrence is like, oh man, God, I'm winded. How long are we going to be out here? I'm like, I'm tired. We've been on the go all day, man, and then we were drinking. I'm hungover. I think I'm hungover, man. Fuck. God damn. Catherine! I don't want to hear her. She'd respond, right? And how about you roll just roll a straight d20 and let me know what you get.
Okay. 13.
13. Let me look. Yeah, and you guys are kind of marching along. You're feeling a little bit winded, but you kind of get like a burst, like a little bit of vigor as you're looking around, and you see a figure kind of in the distance. Almost looks like they've got like a source of light with them. They're a bit shorter, but they're probably like 60 feet away or so.
I'm going to call out to them immediately and wave my flashlight around in their direction.
Give me like just give me like a persuasion check, I guess. And as Anne does this, you guys all kind of notice where she's kind of pointing and flashing the light.
Okay. 13.
Okay. 13, you see, even with the flashlight, 60 feet, like it kind of starts to teeter off a little bit, like the light source. But with a 13, you see it kind of like look as if it's looking back over its shoulder at you, but it's hard to make out like the finer features, but it doesn't move or do anything.
Okay. Just look around and be like, what you got? What?
Well, yeah, if Anne drew attention to it, then, I guess myself and I'm assuming Ed's right behind me. He's probably Ben's gonna make his way forward.
Ben's going forward?
Yeah, and kind of singing out, hello, friend. This is, Park Ranger, Ben Lockyer. Are you okay?
What's Glomin doing during this, and Ed?
Bridging the
Glomin
gap
will
as he speaks.
come up next to Ben and go and yell, "Hello, this is Park Ranger Glomin." Ben Lockyer's a deputy. How are you okay?
Love it. I fucking love
All right, sure. Until the sun rises. Until the sun rises, you've been deputized.
Ed, what's Ed after that text about your business? What's Ed up to?
Ed's just going to hold his rifle in front of him. He's not really, I don't know. He wants to be ready if this turns out to be possibly whoever took the girl or the woman.
Right.
But he's just. Is there anybody like approaching them?
Yeah, Ben and Glomin.
Sorry. Yeah, I'll slowly stalk forward with him as well.
Okay. Lawrence, like, I'm gonna hang out. I'll watch our flank. That's what people say about like situations, right? I'm on the flank.
Hold down the fort.
Yeah, holding the fort. Yeah.
Hold the fort.
It's only one letter off from Ford. I'm not built tough. I'm not that tough anymore. Oh, I'm tired. You guys slowly make your way forwards, and you kind of yell out. You see, they as you guys get closer, they like turn around, and it's like this little boy. He's got like kind of like lightish brown hair, and he's wearing like a collared white shirt. And then he turns around, like looks up and like smiles, and you see like a massive wound in his chest, and he like smiles at you, and he starts waving for you to come closer, and he turns around and runs into the woods further.
Yo, did you see that wound in his chest?
I think we need to
that's
help
a
that kid.
ghost.
I think
He had
Anne
a
would have been
chest
following
wound.
kind of behind them. Would she have been able to
Either
see
way,
that?
we have to.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
Okay, then I think she would immediately push to like she would just start running towards him.
Okay.
Ben continues to
likewise.
move.
It's going to take off running.
Yeah, likewise.
You guys sprint and Lord's like, God damn it! As you guys all start running, you guys run and you're jumping over trees and like making your way through brush, like pushing branches out of the way in a flurry to chase up. And there's like a very, very, very small like little clearing, not that big at all, probably maybe 20 feet, like a 20-foot radius. And you guys make it out, and you see the kid is standing there, and he's like smiling and waving. And you guys, everyone, give me a perception check as you kind of breach the area.
Can I use insight?
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
Because I wanted to pair that with a question. If like I feel like this is getting a bit weird, could Anne's actually hang on, never mind. Let me just roll this. Oh, no. It doesn't matter what the modifier is. I rolled a 2 again.
Brutal.
I rolled a 12 total
Glomin,
for perception.
A 19.
19. God damn. Ed?
15.
15. Okay. Ed and Glomin are kind of the first to spot this as you guys breach and you see where the kid is standing. Ed, you kind of see like you're off a little bit, like you guys are kind of like in a line more or less, still like kind of marching forwards. And Ed, you can kind of see around, and it looks like a wooden cross, and you see Glomin. You're kind of straight on, and it's almost like you can see this wooden cross. And even though the kid is standing in front of, kind of like waving you closer, and you guys start like to slowly creep, and then the kid kind of like puts his head down and waves, and then it looks like he gets hit by like a truck. He smashes into the ground and then dissipates. And then you just see the lone kind of like grave marker in the middle of like this clearing. Glomin with a 19 is really good. No one got above a 19, is that right?
Nope.
You see even behind that, the marker with a 19, you see like an old stone foundation, like there was some kind of house or something here once.
Are we in an area of the woods that Ed would have been in before?
Give me a luck check.
Well,
Just give me
actually, let me rephrase that. Would Ed be aware of any old, like possibly villages or towns or anything that would leave these types of foundations in the woods here?
Interesting. I like that. How about, I know this, would you believe I just looked at my Savage World sheet? Give me a battle boats check. Give me history.
History.
I was wondering if Anne was thinking something along the same lines. Does she know if there's like an old church in the area or something? Can I roll a history as well?
Yeah, do the same. Yeah.
That was almost a 24.
And are we currently in National Park?
Yeah, this is the national
terrain.
park, technically, yeah.
And Ben has never come across this
It's
before?
a pretty big woods, maybe, and it's not a big space. Give me a luck check, Ben. Like 11 to 20. You've been here, or you've spotted it, I should say. Sorry, what were the
I
other
almost
rolls?
had a 24, but I got a 9.
Oh, brutal.
I got an 18.
18. Okay.
2.
Brutal.
Woo!
18 is really good. Yeah, you've heard tell of like little, like way back in the day, little like communities would be set up for like loggers or like miners, that people that have to work out in the woods frequently, and they eventually just build themselves like a little house or a shack of some sort. And then a few of them, they usually get a few houses, but this might have been one of many places that never, the community never took a hold of, like it didn't build up and eventually just
Right.
kind of branched off. People moved away, and once like it didn't become feasible to live this far away from the coastline anymore. You guys watch as like the kid kind of like waves and then looks a bit sad before again like being just completely thrown against the ground, and then just completely dissipates like smoke, like mist kind of clearing. And you can almost see it like as it kind of against like your flashlight, like if you're looking through like fog with a flashlight, and then it kind of teeters away.
Up until now, Ed has been walking with his rifle unloaded, just holding on to 5 bullets in his hand. And after seeing that, he just slowly starts loading them into the gun.
Understandable. Lawrence like,
As
hey,
he
what did I miss? Can you guys not run anymore? Fuck, man. Oh.
Shit.
As Ed, loads his gun in slow motion and really epically and coolly, the Glomin will like unravel his dance mat coolly too.
Fuck's sakes.
The dance mat unravels with a flourish.
And begins cooking
I'm
eggs.
going to. I'm just gonna grip my walking stick, my hiking stick, and
I guess, yeah.
make that a little tougher.
I'm gonna just start sweeping the flashlight around. Like, what else is around here? What's going on?
Give me a perception is if you're kind of looking around the general area.
Realized I didn't roll my last roll at disadvantage due to my exhaustion check, so
Right.
here's a guaranteed win.
I also forgot.
Yeah. Perception? Is that what this is? Oh, okay, that's not horrible. 7.
Oh, 7. Okay. You gaze around with your flashlight and you kind of trip over some foundation. Like, fuck. But no, it's just, it was just, jarring. You're kind of thrown off by what you just saw. And so you can't really like, it's like you're trying to look for things, but you keep thinking about what just happened. And it just kind of is fucking with you a little bit.
It was kind of spooky. I didn't realize we were going to end up having to make sanity saving throws in this game.
I'm gonna approach the building.
It's less of a building and more of just foundation. Like not even that big, probably like 7 feet by 10 feet foundation. And it's 90% has overgrown, grass, and even like a tree is kind of growing up through the center of it.
Oh,
All
we're in La
right. How
Manche.
close is everybody to me?
100%. I was gonna say La Manche, but I didn't.
If Ben's
How close is everybody to me?
if
I mean, I
Ben's
would
going to
say
walk
Anne
up to
hasn't
the building,
wandered, like more than 20 feet from everyone.
What was that, Glomin?
Ben's going to walk up to the building. I'm going to give him a little dance to inspire him.
Okay.
Okay.
Just a reminder, I know it's been a while. You give one to Lawrence earlier this same day.
Oh.
And so
Did I?
you've used 2 total.
Oh, yes.
Counting this one now,
Okay.
That's 2 total.
Okay, yeah, sweet. Let's do it.
Cool. Yeah, Ben, Glomin starts dancing. And you're like, this doesn't feel like the time, but you feel like it eased your mind. You know what I mean? You're like, maybe that was what you needed.
Bolsters me a bit. If Glomin's the only one that's around me, like paying attention to me, I'm just gonna like give him a nod, and I'm gonna cast Mold Earth, and it says that I can target areas of loose earth and stuff like that, and kind of excavate it and pull. I'm with my knowledge of folklore and stuff like that. I'm more or less. I'm using this to kind of like bring any overgrown symbols or sigils or anything, like anything that might be like engraved in this space. I'm kind of checking to see if there's any like magic circles or anything kicking around here.
Cool. You used.
And you said it's overgrown, so I'm trying to pull the earth up to the point that I can see it a little better, rather than like having to rip all the weeds out.
Cool. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. You use Mold Earth, and you start like hauling up the dirt that over time it's kind of just built up in this foundation. You hit this really horribly dilapidated flooring, just from it's like a wood floor that's been, fucking sitting underground for God knows how long, and it's like got that really spongy texture to it, and the dirt is like ingrained, like the dirt is pressed into the grain of the wood even. You pick that up. If you want to give me like if you're trying to look for like something occultish, you can do Arcana. If you're just trying to notice something, you can give me Investigation, to see what you see there. And you're still kind of going around with your flashlight after that. The only thing, Anne, you really notice is what has already been pointed out, is the cross in the middle, and like the now you hear the movement of earth as Ben is digging or something over when Glomin is finished dancing. What's Ed up to during this? Ed?
Anne.
Yeah, I was like, I think he thought I said Anne.
I got a 14 on my investigation.
Where I want to go up to where the small child disappeared into the earth, and just like get down on the ground and move my hand around, looking for something, anything.
Okay, I dig it. Yeah, give me investigation as well. 14. Yeah, you see the floorboards. 14. It kind of looks like it might have burned down. Like it's got like the wood kind of like parts of it kind of seem more like that charcoaly element to it. Like the shack at some point just burned to the ground. That's kind of what you find for the most part. It seems something long abandoned.
Dirty 20 for Ed.
Dirty 20. Amazing. Yeah, Ed, as you start like looking over this wooden grave marker looks incredibly old. It's weathered to the point where it's almost falling apart by itself. It's got, you notice like even the nails, they look like they were hand hammered nails, like something you'd find in like the 1800s, late 1800s or whatever. And there looks like with a dirty. Wait, did you say dirty 20 or almost dirty 20? Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Okay. With a dirty 20, you see it's like a name has been like kind of like a marking out on the grave marker. It says like Bran O, and then the other half has been like cracked off or broken off at some point in the last 100 odd years that you guess it's been standing here. And you're kind of like looking through, like you start moving some dirt, just kind of like seeing if there's anything here. A dirty 20, you don't you don't find anything of note. I'll say with a dirty 20, it seems like putting 1 and 2 together, if that was a kid and something happened here, that kid died in a horrific manner, and this might be his grave marker.
We're just gonna ask quietly to everybody. Does anybody know of a Brandon that went missing? Maybe there's a name here on the cross.
Can I attempt a history check?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say that Anne's just shutting down because that's way too close to her dead husband's name.
Oh.
13.
What was your dead husband's name?
It's Brendan.
Fuck.
Excuse me. No, Ben, you don't. Nothing that makes sense with the age of the structure and the age of, the kind of timeline of people in town versus how old this place seems. It doesn't ring a bell. Yeah, Ed, you kind of like you feel like remorse or sadness kind of hangs on this area as you kind of pay a little bit of respect to what happened here, and as your liquor kind of burns your chest a little bit, you feel like it almost made some kind of difference. The fact that you took a moment to kind of pay some respect, and you kind of breathe a sigh of relief almost.
After that, Ed's gonna just kind of skirt around in the woods, just out past the foundation, just to see if there's any other buildings or ruins, just in the immediate area.
Yeah, I'll carry over that investigation check. You do find a couple of other. Some of them are kind of. There's trees fully growing through them now. Off to the side, there's not many. You find maybe 2 others with a quick look as you're kind of glancing around.
Can I sense Rowdy?
Yeah. I figure he sticks
me?
with you until you tell him to kind of.
Okay. I'm gonna just kind of give a little whistle for Rowdy to come over, but look at him, and I'm just like, all right, you want to give this a sniff? And I'm going to hold up that charred, boggy piece of wood, and get him to sniff it to see if there's any more. See if he can find any other potentially burnt buildings in the area.
Yeah, I like it. Give me, I think advantage, because I assume he gets smell perception with advantage, I would imagine.
Yes. Yeah. I'm going to. I'm just going to roll Ben's because we have the same bonus.
Glomin, after your little dance, what's
22.
Glomin up to?
Well, Glomin's.
He's still popping and locking the whole time.
Glomin's a little freaked out by the situation.
Yeah, understandably.
We just saw, this is not a happy place. We should leave.
Lawrence, yeah, man, I'm a little bit freaked out. I smoked a lot, but I don't think I think I saw that, I don't think I was tripping.
No, you weren't tripping.
Oh, should have took a video. Fuck.
So many views on TikTok.
I sold that to Ghost Chasers. Do they still make that show?
Right.
Those spooky get one of those guys out with one of those fucking those, what are they, MILF radars or whatever, MILFs or something, right?
Anne is definitely giving Lawrence a wide berth, but she agrees with Glomin that they should get out of there, so she's walking towards him.
Yeah, Ed would have gone, like, Ed pushed on, like, the direction you guys were going anyway. And so, and as you kind of, like, move on a little bit with Glomin, you spot Ed is still kind of looking over some of the other structures that have been here. Sorry, what was that? Ben, what was that perception?
Oh, 22.
Ooh, 22. Yeah. Rowdy jumps into gear, and he kind of, and then like just takes off past Ed and past Anne and Glomin. Lawrence like, fuck, are we running again? God damn it.
I'm gonna take off with Rowdy and kind of like keep pace with him.
I'll do the same if I see them taking off.
Okay, you guys kind of pick up a light jog after Rowdy is kind of like following. He stops every now and then and like kind of like looks around and then like continues onwards. 22 is great. 22 is really good.
He's a good boy.
I don't want to keep making you guys roll. I have a lot of like wild shit on this table that I went into a fever dream about. 22, yeah, I really like that. As you're kind of being guided by Rowdy, you start to see, as you're kind of weaving in and out through the trees and the brush, you reach a point where you start to see a terrain change, sort of like you start to see like kind of mounds of rock and stone, just like natural formations, and further on you can barely see it. You have to kind of like hide like your flashlight to kind of like get the contrast difference. You see a large, probably like way in the distance, almost hidden by the trees, like a soft orange glow, and you kind of remember Xander talking about further north there was like this soft orange glow in the distance, and you seem to be getting closer to this. Rowdy kind of stops as you guys, he kind of senses that you guys are kind of like stopping and questioning. He's kind of waiting for, you know, like the go, like kind of like continue, but he pauses for a second. As you see this, it looks like it's coming from up above, so you can kind of like barely see some rock in the distance. You're not 100% sure of exactly how high or how far right now, but that's kind of what you guys see.
Is that a fire?
It's got an orangey look to it.
Rowdy, can you smell fire? I sure can!
Oh yeah! Oh no, that's Lawrence. Yeah, there's fire. I smell some fire up there. It's just a high-pitched Lawrence. That's what I'm going to do for Rowdy.
All right, I'm fine with that. All right, guys. There's a fire up that way. I know we are on a search mission right now, but I think that my obligation for that kind of pauses, because if she is lost in the forest and it ends up burning down, all we're going to find at the end is a burnt missing person. So I have to head towards that.
Maybe there's somebody there that has heard or seen someone.
Let's hope so. Have I seen anything from anybody that, apart from the fact that Glomin is a frog, that anybody else is kind of like magical?
You know, I don't think so. No, I don't think anything obvious is sticking out from anyone else.
Okay. All right, no, it's fine.
Ed gives off heavy,
absolute
no magic vibes.
Okay, all right.
Lawrence is like, I got some magic mushroom. No, he doesn't say that. But he does.
The second that I say, all right, we really got to take off that way, I'm going to cast Mold Earth right underneath Lawrence's feet so that his feet are completely swallowed before he starts to move forward, so he just fucking face plants.
Well, fuck! Lawrence, like, he's going to make a deck save. He fails. He, like, slams into the ground. Oh, I didn't see that. I don't have a flashlight. I didn't see that bog back there, man. Oh, God, I'm all covered in. This is my good shirt. It's like the one of my 2 shirts I have right now. Man.
There's an extra one back in the Trailblazer if you want to make your way back.
Oh, Christ. You know, the only trail I'm blazing is this joint I'm working on right now. I'm not going back there by myself.
You know what?
It's hours.
I'm gonna ask you to be mindful of where you flick that butt in the national park here, my friend.
Oh, hey, man, I love nature. I'm not gonna try to burn down anything.
While they're in the national park, anytime Ben sees him light something up, I'm gonna use controlled flame and kind of snuff it out.
He's there trying to light the roach. Like, look, someone look at this with a flashlight. I can't see how much fuel. Fucking lighters, man. God damn it. Bick, you fucked me once again.
When it's not up to his face and he flicks it, I'll make it kind of like...
Oh, shit, I missed it. Fuck.
All right.
You know what? Oh, if you said there was a fire up there, I'll just light my joint on that fire.
Yeah, you could light it off of that, Lawrence. You're right. You best take the lead.
I'm going to go. I'll walk up there. Lawrence fucks off. He's marching in. Catherine! Hey, cat! Kitty cat.
All right. Me and Rowdy are going to book it. Towards the what's it called? The fire.
Same.
Yeah.
It doesn't take that long, and it's not that far away before you see like almost a sheer 30. You're kind of met with like a 30-odd foot rock face. With your flashlights, you kind of like look left and right. It starts to taper off, and you can kind of see the tree line or like kind of around it. So you know, eventually it goes full circle more or less. But kind of like looking up, you do see a faint orange glow up in the top of this, like, again, 30-odd foot rock face. Everyone give me a perception check. This will be like kind of this wouldn't be like a smell base, I guess, if that makes sense, Ben.
Ben got a 10. It's not smell based?
No.
A 20 for Glomin.
20 for Glomin.
I had to roll with disadvantage, but I got a 5.
Dirty 20 was the highest, I think. Yes. Cool. Ed, yeah, as everyone's kind of like looking at this rock face, Ed, you hear like kind of like laughs and like some giggles with a dirty 20. It's like sounds like some goddamn teenagers is what it sounds like.
I'm gonna like hold up my hand to get everybody's attention and just bring it down and do a quiet voice. Shh.
Yeah, and you hear like, oh my God, I can't believe. No, that's not how you do. I did it last week. You have to get behind the fire, and it like gives you this magic. No, I'm gonna start recording again. It's like, would you guys just stop? Oh, we came here to. I thought we were gonna like just chill out. I got 6
Aren't
beer.
you the one who?
Is Dale a voice I'm hearing right now after he drew attention to it?
I'll say you don't hear Dale, but it does sound like you hear like, I got guys. My brother picked me up 6 beer for a reason. Like, I thought we were gonna get drunk. Come on, like, why are we? Stop! Don't record this. This isn't funny. No, guys, come on. You hear like bullshit banter coming from up above.
Ed was gonna sneak up, but now he's literally just gonna walk up.
How high up is this?
Oh, it's...
Is this a wall you
yeah,
said?
it's sheer. It's like if you plan on climbing, it's not going to be like the easiest thing in the world.
Ed
Wow.
will take the
How
easy
high
way.
is the wall?
Yeah, how high is it up?
Like 30 odd feet.
Okay, Anne is so exhausted and so done with bushwhacking. It's been like 3 hours. We just saw a spooky kid, these idiot teenagers. She's just gonna walk up to the cliff and scream up to them and be like, hey, we're looking for Catherine. Have you guys seen anybody come by here? Hey!
You hear...
As when Anne screams, I'm hoping everybody kind of looks towards Anne. I'm gonna cast jump on myself and just like take like a 10-foot run and then leap up. With my strength score, it's 27.3 feet off the ground.
Christ.
So I don't know if I can reach a 30-foot.
Just give me a stealth check, just as like to see if you can go unnoticed. For the most part.
While Ben does that, I will also do a standing jump
11.
because I'm a frog.
Oh,
And I can do that.
fucking
Because I'm a frog.
amazing! What is your jump? What does it tell you? You're standing.
It's only 15 feet, but I will still do
That's
it.
pretty good. That's pretty good. Glomin, give me what do I think it has to be athletics. Maybe give me an athletics check, Glomin, as you for sure are going to hit that 15 because that's your kind of natural ability.
Okay, I got a 17.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, Glomin, I'll say you feel like kind of limber. You feel pretty good, and you kind of just like, boop. Like no one should be surprised by this. You guys watch your frog friend just do what frogs do best and fucking just leap. You get most of the way up, and you kind of grab onto like a little branch that's kind of growing out of the side of the hill. Ben, what was your roll?
Oh, what'd you ask me to roll?
Oh no, I didn't ask.
Oh, stealth. It was only no, you did. You asked for stealth. Sorry, 11.
11. I think almost everyone beats that with their passive perception.
Anne doesn't, baby.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Anne is yelling. That makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Oh wait, maybe my
passive
passive
is 15.
perception is okay.
It's your passive. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I do just.
You just make it.
Yeah, it's like I got 13.
And
She probably doesn't care though. She's busy.
Yeah, you're yelling, and you see
As I'm like hanging on the 30-foot thing, I'm just like, don't look at look at the frog, not me.
You see Glomin jump 20 odd feet, and then you see Ben jump a little bit further than Glomin somehow. You feel
What
this
are
rush
the-
of wind, like. What's that?
What's the like? How do you cast jump? Is it like verbal, whatever?
Oh, good point.
It's all three of them.
So you say
That's why I was waiting for a distraction, like Anne screaming for me to be able to do it. Because that was like what I wanted to do the second that we got there. And I was like, all right, how am I going to work around this?
you like.
And then she screams and I'm like, jump!
You recite, your incantation that you recite when you focus on this, and you feel a tingle on your skin as you leap up, Ben. You see poking out over the edge of the cliff. You see a couple of heads, like kind of like, huh? Like look over. You see like there's like Ben, you got up pretty close, and Glomin is up close too. You see like there's like this they all look 15, 16 years old. And you hear like the crackle of fire behind them. There's like one girl, and
This is Ranger Ben.
she's got like really swoopy orange orange hair, which it looks like natural. And there's like another kid, and he's got his like this black hair with he's doing the Jerry of NVIDIA. He's got the head shaved on the sides and like the ponytail. And he's got like black hair, and you see like another girl like with long brown hair like poke her head over, and they're like, "Oh my God, you freaks! You scared the shit out of? What are you doing out here?"
This is a national park. I am Ben Lockyer, a national park ranger. This fire is very illegal, children, as is drinking underage.
You hear like some of the kids, oh, fuck the ranger. Ah, I told you we had to make a small fire this time. God damn it. Ben, you would recognize, I'm happy you jumped up. The girl with the orange hair is Dale's little sister.
Okay.
Callie is her name.
I don't call her out, but I do. Can I pull myself up?
Yeah, you made it 90% of the way. And Glomin, your next jump gets you up to the top.
Okay, and then I will be like, and this is Deputy Park Ranger Glomin supporting.
You see them like kind of look at you a little bit oddly, and they're like, "Oh, did Dale?" And Callie looks at you, Ben, and she's like, "Did Dale get fired
again?"
Dale told me he was the deputy.
Not yet. This friend is deputized, not a. Dale's an intern. He's not a deputy. I don't even pay him.
Oh, Dale told me he made a lot of money and that he's a deputy. And he whatever you might have heard, he didn't buy us beer tonight.
All right. I believe that because I'm willing to bet he stole it from somebody. But
you think about the fact that Dale works as a bartender for a brief moment.
I'm gonna ask you kids to step away from the fire, and I'm gonna go over near the fire. How big is this fire?
It's like they've got like a proper like little bonfire going. It's like 4 feet. Like they've got like a pit dug with like some rocks. They're like, oh man, we worked really hard on digging this out, man. Come on.
I do commend you, children, on the safe structure that you've created here. If this weren't a national park and protected lands, this would be a very excellent fire pit. Unfortunately, and I'm gonna start like brushing dirt and like kicking dirt up over it and casting control flames to kind of diminish it faster. Which control flames is just like a somatic thing, so I'm gonna work like the hand gestures into flicking the dirt.
I like it.
How far is it? Sorry, how far is it to walk up around? You said like it kind of tapers off on the edges.
Yeah. Ed, just give me it's gonna be a low DC. Give me a perception check because you're kind of like meandering around.
I got a 19.
19. Amazing. Yeah, it's like a 5 DC to you walk around like the western face of this rock, and there's like this old rickety ladder leading up. You figure they might have built it themselves. Like it looks pretty shoddy. Like it doesn't look super secure, but I mean they're fucking teenagers, so they don't really give a shit, you know.
I'll take the chance and go up the fucking ladder.
Yeah, it's not that hard for sure. And Ed is kind of on the go all the time, so it's not much effort for him to walk around. Lawrence is like, I'm gonna just sit, man. I'm gonna stay here for a minute.
Anne is not being left with Lawrence. Anne is following Ed.
I was gonna light up another. I was gonna light another joint. All right, you're missing out. More of Lawrence.
When I get up there, do I see the bear that the children had?
Yeah, there's like 6 tall boys of Lighthouse Brew, a local craft beer.
Ed's gonna walk over and just pick one up and just.
Anne is directly behind him. Yeah.
Thank you, Patrick, for doing my sound design for me.
Foley work.
I love it. Yeah. Sorry, Anne, you said you're doing the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, Anne goes over. They're like, oh, come on, we didn't pay for them, I guess. Dale said they're really good, though. He said they're IPAs.
Ed kind of.
Anne is not acknowledging the children.
In that case, I will.
This one's a dipper.
I'm not completely getting rid of the flames just yet because I want to have a chat with the kids and I don't want it to be like by weird flashlight. So I'll keep it up to the point that it's like a small campfire, not like a proper bonfire.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask the kids if. So you say the sister's name was Callie?
Callie, yeah.
Callie, how often do you kids come out into the woods and set very illegal fires that I'm going to stop saying very illegal after so you don't think you're in like an insane amount of trouble, and you will cooperate with the line of questioning that's about to come your way. Have you seen anything suspicious by way of our missing librarian friend, Catherine Bell? Again, we're going to put the fire situation to the side, the underage drinking to the other side, and we're going to answer this line of questioning. Catherine Bell, any information?
Oh, she she worked at the library, right? We had to go there a lot with school and get like books and stuff. And sometimes she'd like sub in, like she'd come in and those were kind of like our free periods when she'd show up. We kind of just didn't really pay attention or whatever. I think, well, first of all, Dale told me I could have fires because he works for the park, and now that means that we're allowed to have fires.
Oh, okay, all right. Noted. Thank you for that information. Okay, so I will put that over here with the fire thing that we'll talk about later.
And he also got us the beer, so I feel like that, if anything, this is all like Dale's fault, you know?
Oh, no, very much. There's an entire pile that you can't see right now of Dale's problems that are kind of behind me, and it's about as high as that wall I just had to climb. And I look around when I said I had to climb to see if the other guys like kind of acknowledged that I climbed the wall. I never jumped it.
You notice Ed looking at you.
Yeah, Ed and Ed just are also up there now.
But Ed ignores it, sits down next to the fire, and just offhandedly starts stoking it, trying to get it going.
And you notice like instantly 18 issues with how this fire is built. You're like, who the fuck builds a fire like this? And you start like, I love it. They're like, no, we didn't.
Yeah, when was the last time any of you kids saw Catherine?
We had like we have to go work in the summer for grades. Like we get like this after school kind of bonus for helping out the library.
Like summer school? Is it because you failed?
No, it's like they kind of give us some like benefits, and like maybe we might get some like free periods and stuff if we want if we
oh want. Okay. And nothing weird about Catherine? I mean, she's been missing for a couple of days now.
She's really nice.
She was very helpful.
Insight check.
An effective librarian and procurer of rare books.
7.
Ed, yeah, 7. They seem like they're telling the truth. And Catherine, you ran into her a few times. She seems pleasant enough. She might have gone on a hike every now and then. She had some like friends in from the city or whatever. And, went on a hike. Okay. Sorry, Ben. What were you saying?
Yeah. I'm just gonna continue. I was also going to do an insight check, but it's going to be when I ask if they have any idea. Why, they said the last time they saw her was they like a week. They're like, oh, like a week ago, we all had to go and help with inventory or whatever. And she seemed normal at the library? Yeah, she was like working, like she was kind of like busy, Okay. Nobody else was there? It was just her? She's the only one that works there.
since like the last guy, I guess he just like moved away and didn't tell anybody.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like Elias also did not just move away. So perhaps we're looking for two people. You kids didn't happen to see anything unusual on your goings-on out here from the road all the way to where we are now?
There's another guy, like one of the other kids pipes up and he's like, I heard like 80 years ago, there were 100 people out here and they were all executed all at the same time. And to this day, if you listen closely and you have a 4-foot bonfire, you can hear the voices of them screaming in the distance.
Anne's gonna look up from her beer and be like, you know what, kid? If you're quiet enough and look around enough, you can also see their ghosts.
And he's like, I knew it was true. Oh, guys, I told you the stories are true. Everyone, shh, listen.
I kind of want to add drugs to this pile of underage drinking.
You hear over the edge
that we can talk
about
drugs.
Later. Oh! And they're like, who was that?
It was one of the ghosts.
It was one of the ghosts.
Three of them like huddle together. They're like, there's like one kid who's like over to the side. He's like kind of awkward.
Don't worry, kids. If you drink enough IPAs, the ghosts won't bother you.
It kind of tastes like piss. Not that I've tasted piss, but... And then the other kid's like, oh, you tasted piss. Fucking, I got that on video.
I mean, if you've drank one of these things.
All right, how old are these kids?
They're like 15.
Are we done here yet?
Yeah, I think we need to. I think we need to move on. All right, kids. Here's the deal.
Everyone, give me a perception check as Ben is giving a stern talking to these children.
Okay, all right. I won't do a perception check if I'm berating the children and sending them back to where the truck is.
Sure. And Rowdy is actually also down below with Lawrence. Just a heads up.
Is there any way for Rowdy to... Yeah, is there any way, because Rowdy was going to be a part of it, is there any way to get Rowdy up here? Like, is there like a long way around, or is this elevated?
It's just
almost like a tower.
Yeah, it's like a tower.
Okay.
Oh, 15.
13.
15, 13.
14.
14, okay. Pretty good stuff. Ben, you said you weren't doing it, right?
I'm absconding.
Cool. It's the rest of you did pretty well, actually. Glomin. Everyone hears the same thing, but Glomin, this like almost sounds familiar in a weird way. Almost after the kids like screamed with Anne's ghost story, and Lawrence kind of shouting up over the edge, "Yeah, drugs!" You hear like a, and it like echoes. And you see all the kids kind of like stop Ben as you're like, Ben, you're so caught up in your lecture towards these kids. And they all kind of like look to the side, and then you kind of look at everyone else in your, not the children, you look at all of the adults and Glomin, who's a frog. And everyone kind of looks at the same time. Lawrence is like, hey, that wasn't me. What was that?
I'm gonna turn to Ben and be like, as your deputy, I recommend that we all huddle like penguins, just to protect each other to start off with, because there's something weird going on.
All right, I'm going to get... I'm going to, like... hang on a second, kids. and I'm going to turn around and I'm going to get down real close to Glomin. I'm like, huddling is a terrible idea, as you are poisonous uncontent. These are children, Glomin.
Good point.
Anne's gonna turn to Ed and be like, there certainly is something weird going on here.
Yeah, I'd fucking say that dude's a goddamn frog.
What is this sound? Why is everybody why is everybody being weird all of a sudden?
Does it sound like a tree falling? That's kind of the vibes I'm picking up.
It sounds a little bit like that. There are very
Getting like rusty hinge.
It's a rusty tree.
You guys hear this kind of echoing.
Is there a swing set out here?
Children
I'm hearing a swing.
Look kind of terrified as this like kind of rusty metallic sound echoes out through the woods. Glomin, it reminds you almost of Kane Roberts' rusty wheelchair, but you think to yourself, there's no way Kane Roberts can wheel himself out this far. You guys kind of sit and ponder, and you start to see, as you kind of look over the edge, things moving in the distance.
Guys, thank you so much for listening. The No Fame podcast Null Shore is Justin Crane as Dungeon Master, Sinéad Marguerite as Anne, Justin Gaudreault as Xander, Tom Pickup as Glomin, Patrick O'Reilly as Ed, Matt Hidgon as Ben. Intro music written and recorded by Justin Crane at Crane Audio. All other music supplied by Epidemic Sounds. Be sure to follow us at nofamepod. Check us out at patreon.com/nofamepod, and we will catch you later on.
So anytime we all like fucking say us like we onomatopoeize, what is the whatever the
Onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia.
Yeah, onomatopoeize. I'm just inventing that.
I think it's just onomatopies.
Onomatopies.
It's a lot of pies.
Onomatopies. I'm for sure cutting this.
Onomatopies?
I don't want to offend the Italians.
Quality content.